Next, we're going to talk about the different types of financial aid. Keep in mind that the FAFSA is the application for all the aid I'm going to discuss. There's different types of federal grants that you can apply for through the FAFSA. There's Pell Grants, which is the most common and gives you the most money. There's also Teach Grants and Supplemental Grants. The FAFSA is the application, and you'll know how much money you get when you receive the award letter from your college that you've applied to. There's also some state grants that you can apply for. On your screen, the different types of state grants are listed. For some of these, the FAFSA is the application, and for others, you will have to complete another form and submit it to be considered. For more information, visit the website ndus.edu. Grants are a great way to pay for college because you don't have to pay them back. Work study is the next topic I want to talk about. Again, with work study, you apply by doing your FAFSA. This is one category where you want to get your application in early. Do your FAFSA by that March 1 deadline that I talked about, because work study positions are limited and the good ones go fast. So make sure you get your application in. Work study is basically like working a regular job, except that the positions are on campus or in the community in education-related organizations. This is a good opportunity to get good working experience and possibly even work in your field. And you get paid. So it's a good way to get experience while earning some money. You can either use the money for personal expenses, for spending cash, gas, those other things that you want to do, or you can turn it into the school to help pay for your direct costs like tuition, fees, books, supplies, room and board. Nice thing about work study is the employers are very flexible and they know that school comes first. The last type of financial aid I'd like to discuss is student loans. It can be the ball and chain that weighs students down for years. Sometimes I refer to it as the necessary evil. In the beginning, I told you that I have them and I'll be paying on them for a long time. But that doesn't have to be you. If you think ahead, if you exhaust all of your other resources, such as saving for college, the assistance programs, federal grants, state grants, and scholarships, you might only need a small amount of loans. Many students need student loans to pay for some of their costs. It's estimated that approximately 60% of full-time traditional age students use at least a little bit of student loan. If you need a loan, they're there to help you, but don't just take the maximum because it's there. Really only take out what you need. As you can see on the screen, there's several different types of student loans available to you. Some of these are federal and some are not. You should always exhaust the federal loans first because they offer the best terms and repayment options to you. If you need additional money beyond what federal loans can offer you, Bank of North Dakota has a state loan that you can take out. This is called the Deal, and it is a pretty good deal for students. It offers you the option of either a fixed or a variable rate. But again, take out your federal loans first and only apply for an alternative loan if you absolutely need it. The next slide shows you that the average North Dakota student with a 4-year degree borrows $21,000. This is the average student. So that means some students borrow less and others borrow way more. To pay off $21,000, typically your lender will give you 10 years to do that. And your payment will be almost $250 a month for 10 years. That means that you not only pay back what you borrowed, but also interest. $8,000 of interest to be exact. So you'll be paying back $29,000. That's why I've been preaching to you all along, only borrow what you need and really apply for those other types of aid to help you out. Some students can afford to borrow more than others. You should really base what you borrow on your income that you'll have after college. A general rule of thumb is that your monthly payment should not exceed 8% of your take-home pay. So if you have a monthly payment of $250 because you borrowed $21,000, your monthly income should be at least $3,000, which means you're taking home $36,000 a year. If you anticipate earnings higher than that, you can comfortably borrow more money. However, if you're expecting your income to be less, you really should be borrowing less than the $21,000. Sometimes I like to ask families, should anyone borrow $100,000? And of course everyone says no. But a lot of the students who go to medical school, sometimes even lawyers, have that much amount of debt. If you plan ahead, you can really reduce that amount and make sure that your payment after college is comfortable for you, because you don't want to live like a starving student forever. If you have questions, never be afraid to ask. There's lots of people willing to help you get to college and be successful. Your parents are a good resource. High school counselors and teachers are another good place for you to get answers. Also, the college that you're applying to will really help you get there. They want your money. They want you in those seats. So contact the admissions office or financial aid for any questions that you may have. Lastly, you can always contact College Information Service at Student Loans of North Dakota. No matter where you go to school, if it's in-state or out, we're here to help answer your questions. So give us a call or visit our website. And keep in mind, be prepared to go to college. We want you to succeed. Thank you.